Hello everyone, and welcome to my Bold and Beautiful Today update channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. After nearly dying in surgery, Eric gets a visit from As He Fights for His Life Friday, December 15, 2023 moment. On the bold and the beautiful Bridget and Finn field a extremity in the operating room, Luna tells RG she loves him, and Eric fights for his life in the recovery room. In surgery, Bridget tells Finn there's commodity wrong. He's break the problem, but Eric's vitals keep dropping. Bridget tells her father to keep fighting. We cannot lose him. In the hallway, Donna assures Thorne that Eric will make it through and everything will be okay. Ridge tells the others that he only did what he allowed his pater would do for himself. Brooke defends Ridge. Thorne argues that he and Donna wouldn't have dithered to tell Finn to try the new procedure to save him. Ridge smothers Dad. Nay, no way be the same again. He thinks they should have just let him go. In the operating room, Finn and Bridget frenetically try to get the bleeding under control. It's unsustainable. Bridget exclaims, "We cannot lose my father." At Forrester, Luna tells RJ she wanted you to have commodity. It's a really special memory. She pulls out a framed print of him and Eric designing together. She hopes it's not unhappy under the circumstances. RJ says it's not. Thank you. She explains she took the print right before the fashion challenge. They were so in sync. She just wanted to capture the moment. RJ tells her how special it is. You always feel to know exactly what I need. He's glad he got this time with his forefather, and thanks her again for the print. Luna tells RJ they made quite a platoon. RJ recalls it was delightful after she came on. Luna will no way forget it. Her favorite part was watching him rise to the challenge. RJ did. RJ tells Luna everything's clicked in since he met her. Luna knows she's just an intern there and doesn't want to do anything that's going to peril her position there. I get concerned. RJ asks if she's concerned about them. Deanna says that she always wants him to be kissing her and holding her, no way letting her go. She's no way had a serious swain and always assumed if she awaited the right Joe would come on. You're the right Joe, RJ. Lunar RJ in the sanitarium. Steffi tells her father he did the right thing. She has faith in her hubby to help Granddad pull through. Donna doesn't know what I'll do if he doesn't. Thorne isn't ready to say he's in good hands. They need to stay positive. They all nod and Ridge smiles. In the operating room, Bridget and Finn fear over Eric's vitals as a nanny goes for redundant help. Bridget calls the fix taken in the staying area. Donna wonders why this is taking so long. Thorne says that Kayani be good as he sees staff running toward the operating room. Ridge stops a nanny who admits there's been a complication with redundant bleeding. He hollers, "This is exactly what I didn't want. Is this how it ends?" Dad floundering and fighting on an operating table, WATE. In surgery, Eric's pressure is still dropping. Bridget directs Finn's attention to the bleed and he clamps it. The extremity seems to be prevented. Bridget gasps, "Oh, thank God." Fine, Finn tells her, good job." She says, "You too, doctor." She's the bone who did it. Bridget points out this wouldn't have happened without him. "Thank you for trying to save my pater's life." Finn couldn't just let him go. He's too important to them all. They've done what they can do, and the rest is over to him. The nanny offers to take him up to recovery so they can talk to the family. Finn warns Bridget not to make any pledges. Bridget is just thankful, but we nearly lost him moment. She goes off to partake the good news. Finn Bridget beg HIB in the hallway. Rook comforts Ridge as Thorne agonizes over the unanticipated bleeding. Donna prays they get to see him again. Also Finn and Bridget appear and Finn explains there was a complication. The surgery. They all ejaculate with relief. Finn warns that from then it's a waiting game. Steffi hugs her hubby at Forrester. Luna worries she's making a fool of herself, but RJ assures her that loving someone this way is new to him too. I no way want to lose it. Luna's opened herself up like this. I flash back the first moment that I saw you. I was walking into the Forrester estate. You turned and looked at me, and I suppose I lost my breath for a moment. She still feels that way when she's around him. Hey, you honestly? I do know what they call it. Actually, I do. I love you. Abijue Usti pulls her into a deep kiss and also smiles at her. Lunar RJ Beeb at the sanitarium. Ridge grunts A and C. That's all you've got for us. Finn says yes. Like they've to hope that after the surgery, Eric will make a full recovery. Bridget adds, "We shoot him love and light." In recovery, Eric hears flashes from the surgery and thinks back to the party and interacting with his favored bones. He sees bright sun amid leaves on a tree, and suddenly Stephanie is there in the light. She says, "Eric, squeeze. Hello, I've missed you so much, Eric. It's going to be all right. It's going to be okay. Everything's going to be fine. Everyone's been staying for you." In his mind's eye, Eric sees himself slow dancing with Stephanie back in the day. In the ether, Stephanie's voice says, "Oh my God, I cannot believe this. You're home, sweetheart. You're home, you're safe. You're home, you're safe, you're home." Ridge eventually relents, but Eric's operation takes terrible turn. Will Eric Forrester survive the beautiful recap? For December 14, 2023, Ridge eventually decided against comfort care for his pater A, causing Finn to incontinently go into action mode. In addition, both Thorne and Bridget counted in on Eric. Luna and Poppy continued to reflect on Eric's life, and Finn began the experimental operation. Ridge changes his mind. Donna stopped Finn from pushing life support's off button. The croaker just wanted to know what to do. Finally, everybody in the room, including Brooke, prayed Ridge to allow the procedure to be. They wanted him to give his pater a chance. After standing there and saying nothing, that's exactly what he decided. Ridge eventually gave authorization to do the procedure. Finn said he'd get the ore fixed stat. Meanwhile, Steffi, Donna, and Brooke Bridget and Thorne arrived at the sanitarium and discovered the plans to put Eric into comfort care. Neither agreed with this decision. Once the surgery began, Thorne expressed his unbelief. Indeed, with medical power of attorney, the decision to take Eric off life support should have only happened if Dad could and be treated. His family should have known better. Donna apologized for Thorne only chancing out about all of this now. After all, it's what Eric wanted. Thorne cried that Dad's other kiddies hadn't been suitable to see him. They slightly know what's going on. Ridge yelled at his family and asked him if he understood what quality of life meant to Dad. He may not have it. After he comes out of that operating room, RJ remembers Granddad. His idol RJ continued to talk to Luna and Poppy about his granddad. There's the imitator side, and also there's the funny, quiet side. He said Eric is his idol. He doesn't suppose a lot of people get to see that. Poppy said it warms her heart to hear the kind effects he said about his forefather. He expressed appreciation for Luna and Poppy being there for him. Joe wanted to be at the sanitarium, but didn't want to be in the way of the croakers. He wished there was commodity he could do to save them. Rather, RJ took a moment to flashback to some of his topmost successes. Bridget made sure she was in the operating room aiding Finn, while Ridge and everyone recapitulated the situation for Thorne. Chancing out how close Eric was to getting his life support turned off infuriated him greatly. Ridge combated double alleys. Night is saying if Eric comes out of surgery, hooked up to tubes and observers, he's going to have to live with that. No bone differently in the operating room, Finn hoped he could produce a phenomenon. As for Bridget, she noticed the complications of Finn's slice. Edge treatment, she couldn't believe he figured all this out. Finn consulted with hematologists overseas and made sure he'd the right outfit and the right meds. He didn't get ahead of himself. He said they demanded to take their time. Bridget was appreciative and said Steffi was veritably lucky to have him as her hubby. Commodity suddenly went wrong. Eric started hemorrhaging. His vitals started sinking. His health with his pressure. Finn and Bridget worked feverishly to save